Hey everyone, and welcome to Ray of Sunshine Tarot. I'm so happy that you found this video, and today my guides asked me to come on and do a pick a card reading for your healing. So we're going to be talking about a wound that's asking to be healed at this time, and they're coming through and giving advice and help with that. It was really fun to do these readings. There's 3 piles to choose from. We're using oracle cards today, and I'll give you a minute to choose your pile, and then we'll get into the readings. But before we do that, I just wanted to say for my YouTube, I'm changing a lot on YouTube. For those of you who are new here, or even for those of you who have been around for a while, I'm going to continue doing my weekend check-ins because they're really fun. And I'm going to start focusing on pick a card readings. That's what my guides are asking me to do. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to connect with you here and keep healing together. I'm so happy that you're here, and let's get into the readings. Hello dear hearts, and welcome to pile 1 of this healing pick a card reading. I'm so happy to have you here. And what we're going to be covering in this reading is the core of the issue, like what is the root of the problem that's asking to be healed right now, and then the lessons not learned yet that are contributing to the obstacles, what needs to be let go or released, and what new energy is going to fill its place, any action that you can take to bring the healing about, and where you can grow and evolve, and what help can you call in for this healing work. And then we're going to close off with a quick message from your guides, so to assist you in this healing shift. So I'm really excited to get into this for you. And pile 1, what I'm seeing here for you is that the wound that's asking to be healed has a lot to do with relationships. There's a specific relationship or a pattern of relationships that you keep crashing into. And I feel like it's people who just don't show up for you in the same loving way that you show up for them, and there's a deep wound underneath that, and it's like this pattern of connecting with people like this just deepens the wound. And so your guides really want to address this with you today, and they're wanting you to connect to your higher self. We're using the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck today. It's really cute, but they want you to connect to your higher self and the wisdom within you. And it's like, what would your future self tell you now? If you keep going on this path with this person or these people, continuing in this pattern and cycle with them, not being respected and loved the way you deserve, like, how is that going to evolve moving forward? Like, how is this going to affect your life? And this card reads, there are no wrong turns, but it's in reverse. And I do feel like there are no mistakes, and every experience is for our growth and healing. But continuing to accept someone back who continuously hurts you, I think your guides are coming through and saying that will be a wrong turn for you. Because you're here to shine. You're here to do something. You're here to be seen, loved, and acknowledged for who you are. And yeah, and there are people who do not deserve the sacred energy that you put out. It's almost like you're surrounded by energy vampires who are just waiting for this divine love that overflows from your heart. They know that you're a very compassionate person, that you're very loving, that you're very patient. But there are people in your life that are taking advantage of this. And the quote that they wanted me to share, it goes like this: if it's not us against the world type of relationship, I don't even want it. You can keep it. I don't want transactional. I don't want an I love you when it's convenient. I don't want an I love you when everything is perfect and when we're not disagreeing. I don't want something a sometimey type of relationship. I want to be so locked in to where nothing outside of us can affect or shake what it is that we have going on within this relationship. It's nothing that your friends are going to be able to tell you that will affect what we got going on in this relationship. Nothing that your family is going to tell you that's going to affect our relationship. And I'm going to move the same way. You got to be an extension of me and vice versa. When we're around each other and when we're not around each other, you've got to move with me in mind, both of us in mind. That's the type of relationship that it's got to be for me. So I feel like your guides are saying it's time to set a boundary about the type of person that you're willing to open your heart to, willing to trust, willing to have in your life. And so the lessons that haven't been learned yet, I feel like there's this giving away of your power, and maybe oftentimes you stay in these relationships and connections out of guilt. Like there's a loyalty wound or a responsibility wound, and it's almost like because I have so much love to give, right? I am so compassionate that maybe these people will change in time. Maybe they'll see my worth. Maybe if I change myself enough, or if I show up enough, or if I abandon myself enough, these people are going to see my worth and love me the way I deserve. But you are surrounded by people who are incapable of love, people who don't feel like they have to put in effort. And so it's kind of, your guides are saying the wound that's asking to be healed, or the lesson that's wanting to be learned, is that you actually hold the pen. You are the alchemical artist of your life. And it's time to take back the paintbrush and paint into your life what it is that you actually want. And it's okay to change your social environment, your relationships, to do that. And this is a wound that I really struggle with too, because I feel like, oh, what if I hurt their feelings? What if I'm supposed to be here in this situation for some reason? And I make up all these excuses for the people I'm connected to, like, oh, they had a bad childhood, that's why they're treating me like shit, or whatever. And that may be true, but you're not responsible for their healing. You're not responsible for how they show up in a relationship. You're responsible for your own happiness. And I personally have been caught in this pattern myself, so do not feel alone. Okay? And so what needs to be released? Your guides are saying, okay, this is interesting because you can see these Russian dolls, I forgot what you call them, where it's like they're all stacked within each other, and it's like you have the same situation and it just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger over time. And that's what I'm seeing in this card. And that's kind of like I was saying before, this wound is only going to be deepened as this person or these people continue to think that they can get away with whatever, that you'll just show up, you're going to put up with whatever. And your guides are saying what needs to be released here is choosing to write into your reality what you want. Like I was saying, take the paintbrush back, take the pen back, and say, I will not put up with this anymore. The quote that they want me to share comes from the movie Silver Linings Playbook. And this girl, I haven't seen the movie, let me know if it's good, but she's saying that she does this time after time, and she's getting overwhelmed because it's getting worse. Like the responsibility put on her, the wounding that it's creating. She says, because I do this time after time, I do all this shit for other people, and then I wake up and I'm empty and I have nothing. And then the guy responds, what are you talking about? You seem like you're a tough girl to me, but you just do things on your own. And she says, I always get myself into these fucking situations and I give everything to other people and nobody ever. I don't get what I want. And so your guides are saying, stop pouring into empty vessels like buckets with holes in them, because they're not reciprocating. They're not giving you the love you deserve. And the love, there's no defense for your relationship on the other side. This person is not an extension of you. They don't think about you when, you're not with them. It's almost like you dissolve into nothing. And and that's not fair. So now the new energy that's wanting to fill its place, sometimes it's really difficult to let toxic situations go, maybe because they've been a part of your life for so long. And there's actually an energetic cord and space for this, whether it's healthy or toxic. It's been created in your energy, and your guides are saying it's time to replace it. Because you can cut the cord, but when we replace it with something healthy, the healing, it like speeds up the healing. And your guides are saying it's time to surround yourself with people where your effortless effort is fully required. You don't have to change who you are to be accepted and loved. You don't have to put up with decades of bullshit to be loved. You can be loved as you truly are without any effort at all. And they wanted me to share this quote by Jay Shetty, and it says, "Stop spending time with people who don't make you feel good. Stop giving second chances to people who never give you a first try. Stop spending your days recovering from conversations that left you feeling small. Stop convincing yourself that they're not that bad when you always leave feeling worse." So the invitation that your guides are asking you to take to close out this cycle, the action they're inviting you to take, is to leave. Leave all relationships that require you to abandon yourself to be pleasing to them. Leave all relationships that require you to give all of yourself with nothing in return. And I feel like once you do, it's going to close out this cycle, and it's going to bring you back home to yourself. You can see the heart in the middle of this card. Your self-love is going to be what gets you out of this. It's almost like, there's a little arrow here and this maze. And if you make choices that are in alignment with self-love and self-respect, no longer allowing people to taint the way you view yourself and your worth, that's going to be what gets you out of here. And they wanted me to share this quote by Garrett Nolan on TikTok. And so if you are leaving relationships that are toxic and unhealthy and you're not sure what to say, you could just send this text message to them verbatim. It says, "I never wanted to leave. I hope you know that. But we had the same conversation every single week and nothing ever changed, so I'm finished. I'm done. I'm over this, because God, I know that I deserve so much better than this. I do not deserve whatever this is between us. I fucking deserve someone who gives a shit about me, because you do not give a shit about me. I deserve someone who fucking cares about anything that has anything to do with me. Just anything at all. There isn't a single thing you can say that you haven't already said without any action. All I know is that you don't care about a single thing when it comes to me, so I can't spend another second with someone who doesn't value me. You were never going to make me your first choice, so you gave me no choice but to leave." And if the person responds, "But I love you," because they always do, you can respond and say, "When did you love me? I never felt it, never knew it." And I know it's really difficult to leave relationships that you had so much hope for, that you poured so much of yourself, time, and energy into. I've been here. So much faith that things could get better someday. But what if there is no someday? What if today is all you have? And how are you going to show up for you today? Because you deserve so much better than this. And as far as where can you grow and evolve, the song that they wanted me to share with you here, this is one of my favorites. It's called Inside by Aisha Badru. And they wanted me to share these lyrics. "Learn how to stand up for yourself. Never give your power to someone else. Stop swimming in puddles when you are the ocean. You are deserving of love and devotion." And I feel really emotional while I'm saying this. I feel like the core wound is really knowing how precious and worthy you are of love. There's something that happened that made you feel like you're not. And you always have been. And I love this song so much because she says the greatest love story is unfolding inside. Sorry, it's making me cry. The greatest love story is unfolding inside. You are You are love. And that's why you attract people who don't know how to love, because it overflows from you. It's so beautiful within you, and like how you show up in the world, how you share it in the world. You are sacred, dear heart. Okay? You are sacred, and you deserve to be around people who honor that. Okay. And also the cards we have to go along with where can you grow and evolve, we have cut away what is no longer needed for you. Yeah, you can see this tree here. Sorry, my camera's not picking it up very well. There's like all this growth on one side, and these branches are dead, and we've got these tree cutters here, and they're saying just cut off what's dead. It's a natural, normal thing to do. And there is a lot of fear about leaving this behind. And your guides are saying, befriend your fear monster. It's going to be okay. And you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Your guides, this is also coming out in reverse. And your guides are saying, allow this awakening to transform your life. The awakening of the worthiness that you've always held your entire life. Go back to the root cause, the core wound, even if it was born in childhood, and hold that child's hand and remind your inner child that it's been worthy of love. This whole time from the very, very, very beginning, you've been worthy of this love. And so there's that. And now the last message, there's a lot of cards coming out here. This is a message from your guides. Actually, no, sorry. Number 7, processing anger. Yeah, what can you do to call in this healing work that's asking to come forth? Oh, okay, yeah. Your guides are saying there's a lot of anger that's been repressed for a long time, because I think your soul knows you deserve better. Your soul knows the truth. And it's almost like as you've been around these people who have disrespected you, taken advantage of you or whatever, there's a lot of repressed rage. Because rage and anger are calling for change, calling for justice, calling for equality, and you never got that. And so something that's going to really help you heal, it's like going to speed up your healing here, is allowing yourself to feel the anger, allowing yourself to process the anger, whether it be talking to a therapist. Physical movement is really helpful, spending time in nature, journaling, getting it out of your body in any way you can, salt baths, anything. But I think the biggest thing is acknowledging and allowing yourself to feel the anger, and saying, this has been unfair. And anger is actually a sign of healing. I don't think we see it that way very often, but it's a sign of healing. It's a sign that you're looking back on all these situations and relationships and realizing I deserve better this whole time. And I'm angry that I didn't receive that, because I know that I was worthy of it the whole time. So yeah, allow yourself to feel it and know that it's a sign that you're healing. There's nothing wrong with anger. There's nothing wrong even with rage, because this has been an injustice in your life for a really long time. And now the sweetest message from your guides to help with this healing shift is the song, You've Got a Friend in Me. They want you to know that they're here for you. And you may feel alone, especially as you're releasing relationships that you've held so close to you for such a long time. Some of you, and they're saying, but we've been here the whole time and we're not going anywhere. We see your worth, we respect you, and we love you, and we're here. The lyrics that they want me to share go like this. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're going to see it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. And this is so cute because we have fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker, and we have these 2 people in this hot air balloon, and I'm seeing that as you and your guides going on this journey together. And it's almost like, the more you listen to them and allow them to help you, the higher you will climb, and the lighter you will feel in your heart, and that the more free you'll become to live what you came here to do. And I'm just going to share these to close off this reading. First, we have deliver your greatest gift to the world, and that is you. I am seeing the rose-colored glasses, taking those off and seeing yourself as a precious gift, and no longer asking people to see your worth and your authenticity, and no longer hoping that they'll love you for you someday, but you choosing to love you. And not allowing people to pull you down. Keep your energy high, and know that it's okay to let people go. This is just a part of the healing journey and your path to awakening. And know, dear heart, that you are not alone. Your guides are with you, your ancestors are with you, and they celebrate every chain you break, especially this one. So I hope this reading was helpful for you, dear heart. Sending you a lot of love, and we'll talk to you next time. Hello, dear heart. Welcome to pile 2 of this healing pick a card reading. I'm so happy to have you here. The outline for this reading is, first we're going to get to the root of the problem, what's asking to be healed today, and then we're going to look into the lessons that haven't been learned yet that may be contributing to obstacles on your path, and what needs to be let go of and released, and what new energy will fill its place. And then any action that you can take to bring the healing about, and where you can grow and evolve, and what can you call in for this healing work, like what help can you ask for or receive. And then the last part of the reading is going to be a message from your guides. So let's get into it. I'm using the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck for this reading, and I'm really excited. So let's get into it. For you, pile 2, my guides want to go really, really deep. So we're just going to get right into it. So watch if you're ready for a really deep message. But so the healing that's asking to be, the wound that's asking for healing today has a lot to do with feeling used. In mind, body, and spirit. And I know this can be a really, really deep wound for a lot of us. And so we're just going to get into it. The quote that they want me to start with to represent the root of the wound goes like this. It's by Isabella Dorta. And it says, she said, "When I say that I'm fuckable, not lovable, it's not to say that I'm only desirable for sex. Believe me, I know my body is not the sort of body boys beg to have sex with. It is to say that I do not think I am someone who anyone will truly love. I'm too much work, too difficult, too complex, and I can feel myself waiting for him to realize this, to throw in the towel and tell me, you're just too much to deal with, because they always do. Eventually, they always come to the same conclusion. They realize I'm too much work, not as fun as they originally thought I would be. I'm just fuckable, not lovable. I'm not the girl they marry or fall in love with. I am just a time passer, someone for them to have a bit of fun with, and that's all I ever will be." So, and as I'm saying these words, my heart hurts so bad. I'm channeling a group of individuals who have felt used, and that never was right. That never was okay. And my guides, the biggest part of this message is that you are lovable. You've just been surrounded by the wrong type of people. And the oracle card that goes along with the root of this wounding says, "Turn your worry into wonder, surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality?" So if this quote resonates with you and you just feel like everyone that you've been with is just out to get something from you, but not really showing up to love you, your guides, they're saying, turn your worry into wonder. Like, it is 1,000,000% possible that you can be loved, that you can be cherished, that someone can view you as precious, and someone can really honor everything that you are. And that you can walk away, well, not walk away, but experience your relationship with this person as someone feeling loved in your authenticity fully and completely. It is possible, even though that's not what you've experienced. Moving forward, it can be. So don't lose hope. And the lessons that are wanting to be learned to help you overcome obstacles regarding this wound says, rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You're an empath. How can you detach from the drama? So I feel like as a collective, humanity in general, there's this low vibrational way of viewing each other. And it's very surface level, like what job do you have, what clothes do you wear, what do you look like, or whatever. And your guides are saying it's time to rise above this toxic energy of people judging you for what's on the surface. People, like not allowing this toxic energy that just wants to use others pull you down. Because it's not yours to carry. And all of the ideas and beliefs that you've gathered or that you have assumed of yourself because of this toxic 3D energy, because it's very 3D, what's another way to say 3D? It's very worldly, it's very shallow is kind of what I'm trying to say. It's a shallow energy that you've been around, and it's time to move on in your ascension because you're growing right now. There's something really beautiful happening with you at a soul level, and it's leaving this behind as a part of that and rising above this 3D toxicity. And the song that my guides wanted me to share with you, as far as the lessons that are not yet learned, is simply that healing takes time. The lyrics that they want me to share come from All About Your Heart by Mindy Gledhill, and they go like this. You're a butterfly held captive, small and safe in your cocoon. Go on, take your time. Time is set to heal all wounds. So like I said, this is a wound that I resonate with myself, and it can, it's not something you can just snap your fingers and be over it tomorrow. It's okay to spend this time in your cocoon, and you are in the middle, like I said, of an awakening and metamorphosis, changing the way you view love and the way you view yourself and relationships, and really coming back home to yourself. And that means letting go of everything that is fake. And that includes people, relationships, people professing fake love, all of it. You want nothing to do with that anymore. That is what is asking to be released so this wound can heal. And it's time to come back home to yourself. And because I feel like when we are surrounded by these toxic energies, it's very easy to lose ourselves on that journey, to forget who we are, because we let these toxic people outside of us define our worth, define our lovability, and they never had the right to define anything about you. They never had the right to define your beauty, your worth, your intelligence, your heart, your path, your purpose, nothing. And your guides are asking you to come back home to you. And they want me to share this video that I made here, so I will, and it's all about that, coming back home to you. Okay, so this might sound a little bit cheesy, but I've been working on this project for a while. It's my wreath I made. I made a Dreamcatcher sunflower wreath, and I'm so excited. This is a really big deal. This is like a part of me coming back home to myself, because I used to be so creative, and I used to, I was always making things. It was so fun. And as I've gone through this difficult time with narcissistic abuse, shunning, and it's been one hell of a thing, and I lost myself a little bit, but I'm coming back home to me, and it feels so damn good. And here's my latest creation.
there's more to come.
So, and this is really interesting because this card's coming out in reverse. It says Midas touch. And, yeah, and it's in reverse. And the Midas touch is all about everything you touch turns to gold or whatever. And I feel like this is saying that not everything that seems perfect on the outside is actually worth having in your life. And again, you're on a spiritual awakening journey. You can see this woman here climbing this mountain, this hill, and in this galaxy of stars. You are ascending. And Lopez, I forgot her, Christina Lopes is her name. She talks about the awakening journey, and it's like the more you ascend, the more you awaken. It actually changes your vibration. You vibrate higher and faster, and so you become an energetic mismatch for the people in your environment, the people you used to hang out with, the people you used to date. And I feel like that's what's happening. And as a part of this awakening, you're experiencing really big changes, even in the people that you're attracted to, the people you want to hang out with, because it's an energetic thing before it's a physical thing. It's an energetic resonance that you're looking for. And my guides want me to share this quote with you. This is by Eric Palacios, I think is how you say his name, and it goes like this. Is it possible to heal yourself into oblivion, to emotionally heal so much that you just aren't attracted to anyone? It's strange, right? I thought so too. I thought I may have done something wrong, that maybe I'm asexual now. And I learned something, though, in the last couple of days, and you probably already heard this term because you're smart as hell. Demisexual. You know what that is? This is where you're not sexually attracted to anybody unless there's a strong emotional and spiritual connection. That's exactly where I'm at. I've been on my healing journey for a while now. The past year, I've been practicing the art of detachment, detaching from the stories I tell myself, the need for validation and control, and all this stuff. And I'm very at peace. I am very content. I don't need anybody else. And I really just enjoy the company of others. But late last year, there was this girl who was extremely smart, extremely gorgeous, lived out of state, and we were chatting, and we saw each other. Everything was great. And then she started showing signs of emotional instability. It reminded me of my insecure days. She said things and acted in ways that I was like, oh, dude, this reminds me of my old days. I was like, but she's so hot and smart, and I'm attracted to her in every other way. But then I just wasn't. And I thought I was doing something wrong, but then I realized that my level of peace and contentment and healing has gotten to a point where I can't. I'm just not attracted to this baseline shit. Like, I need some depth, emotional and spiritual connection in order to be super into it. And I'm not sorry about that. I love being here, so I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing everything right. And add to the list sapiosexual, which I looked up, I didn't know, which I'm not even sure if that's how you say it, is like someone's intelligence being something that attracts you to them the most. So I feel like, again, you are becoming so spiritual. This is really good. And it's changing the people you're going to be connecting with, and this is going to be really, really healing for you. And the action that my guides are inviting you to take to bring this healing about is to continue on this deep inward journey that you're on. Even though it's uncomfortable and there may be painful things to look at, or to release yourself from relationships that don't honor you. And they're saying you're going to be rewarded for the work. Continue on this path and really love yourself. Take care of yourself. And this card reads, when peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace? Yeah, it's like everything that doesn't bring peace, everything that doesn't align with your energy, you're going to feel it because you're so in tune with yourself. You're so in tune. And I feel like you always have been, and that's why these past relationships that were misaligned for you hurt so much. And that's why sharing the most sacred part of who you are with people who didn't show up correct was so painful, because you are so connected. You are an empath. And the people you share your energy with, it matters, especially because you're so energetically in tune and so energetically sensitive, just in tune is what I want to say, because I actually feel like you're very energetically strong is what I want to say right there. But they're also inviting you to wait for the kind of love you deserve. They wanted me to share this quote by Left Sleeve. He said, "I'll never stop loving you, not even on days that I don't want to. We live in a world where giving up on each other has become our constant state, and realizing what we had comes way too late. But I don't want to be a part of what the world thinks is okay. Besides, losing you is not a price I'm willing to pay. But look, I'm not going to fight to keep you, but I will fight for you, because I know it's a privilege to love and adore you. People think that the grass is greener on the other side, but only until that day when loneliness and ego collide. So how about we take a loyalty and make that our constant state? Besides, let's face it, they were worth the wait." So yeah, this person in your future, because there will be someone showing up for you, they're going to be worth the wait. And do not accept anyone who doesn't see you as sacred. Do not accept anyone who is fickle with their love. Someone who is just going to give up on you when things get tough. You're looking for someone who is going to show up for you and be like this stable, loving source in your life as you are for them. And you deserve that, dear heart. And where you can grow and evolve. For this section of the reading, we have just giving up on all the relationships that are showing up in this low vibration that's trying to bring you down. Just give up on them. And I know we were talking about this a little bit in pile 1. This can be really difficult, especially if they've been a part of your life for a long time. But this card reads, "This is not your practice life. Decide what is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart." So you have this dream for love, for real love, and it's time to make decisions, even though they may be tough ones, to get you to that place, because you are the master manifester of your life, the author of your own story, and now it's time to take the dream in your heart and make it a reality. But you have to release the energies that are taking up this space that's blocking what you're trying to manifest. And so there may be some rearranging that's needed here, but I feel like what's going to really help you on this journey is leaning on support from friends. If you have healthy friends or family, I feel like friendship is going to be really important for you. Friendship. This card is coming out in reverse. It says, the glare. It says, "The collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of a situation that feels blocked?" This is, your guides are asking you to release the energy of the collective field and to just focus on soul alignment. And this card reads, "It's time for radical change. How can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before?" And just release people who don't know how to reflect on how they show up in relationship. People who do harm without thinking about it, without feeling remorse, with nothing. Like people who are sleepwalking, let them continue to sleepwalk elsewhere. Because that's not what you're doing. That's not what you're here to do. That's not what you're planning on doing moving forward either. You're going to continue on this path. And the last message my guides want me to share with you is a message from them. And the song they wanted me to share is When You Wish Upon a Star by Cliff Edwards from the movie Pinocchio. And the lyrics go like this: Fate is kind, she brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. And like I said, your guides know that you have secretly longed for real love for a long time, trying to find it. And just, it's like you just keep crashing into the wrong people, or the wrong energies just keep showing up. But like I'm saying, you're on this journey, and so you're going to start attracting a different type of person. The oracle cards that are coming out here are, first, you create your own reality. What you want, what do you want to experience? So focus on your manifestation and focus on joy and gratitude. Like, be in the energy of being grateful for this beautiful love that is here for you, even if it hasn't manifested yet. Be in the energy. Joe Dispenza, my favorite author, he talks about being in the energy of what you're wanting to manifest before it even arrives, because then you come into alignment with it so much quicker. And so, dear heart, and I feel like this love that you're manifesting now is going to help this healing progress even more. So that's the message for you. I hope this was helpful, and I'm wishing you a lot of healing, and thanks for spending this time with me, and we'll talk to you next time. Hello everybody, and welcome to pile 3 of this healing pick a card reading. I'm so happy to have you here. This reading is going to be covering what needs to be healed, the root of the problem, lessons not learned but are contributing to obstacles in your life, and what needs to be let go of and released for your healing, and what new energy will take its place, any action that can help the healing along, and where you can evolve and grow, and what you can do to help call in this healing. And then we're going to close off with a message from your guides. So pile 3, your reading is focusing on a trust wound. The quote that they wanted me to share, it comes from, I think, Raya, the movie, but she says, yeah, well, the world's broken. You can't trust anyone. And the response her friend gives her says, or maybe the world's broken because you don't trust anyone. And in these oracle cards, we're using the self-care wisdom cards today, but I'm seeing here that you were in between. It's almost like you had to stand up for yourself in a specific situation, like a dragon. You may have been around people who really tried to take advantage of you, people who really did harm in your life, and it's like you had no choice but to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, you may have lost a lot of things, or you may have been wounded, your reputation may have been messed up, or something like that. And I see you here in your own energy, so happy in your house, like no one's allowed in there but your plants, and you just feel safe on your own. And I feel like the challenge is allowing your walls to come down again, to allow other people in your life. And I'm talking not just romantic partners, but maybe even friends. Like, this might be really deep wound. But I am seeing you doing a lot of healing here. So I do feel like this time apart from people has been important and necessary. It's almost like this energy of coming back home to yourself and reclaiming your energy, because maybe it may have got mingled with something really toxic and difficult, and maybe, separating yourself from that took a lot out of you. So I don't think it's bad that you're in this energy of, actually I don't think anything's really bad, but I'm saying, like, I don't think you're doing anything wrong by spending this time to heal, but it's time. Your guides are saying it's time to open your heart again, because you didn't come here to just live in a box in the corner of the world by yourself. And my guides wanted me to share something that's going to help you. The lesson that hasn't been learned yet that will help you is what they want to say is it's time to allow yourself to feel the heartbreak from those who did hurt you, because maybe you had to just keep it moving. You know, a lot of us do. Sometimes we have kids we got to keep a brave face on for. Sometimes we've got to, you know, just keep, it's like out of survival, we have to just keep moving forward. And oftentimes healing and grieving gets missed on that path. And I feel like that may have happened to a certain degree here. And your guides are saying, if there's still grief or if there's still wounding, it's okay to feel that, because I feel like whoever you were connected with really made you feel like you're not worthy of love. And the back of this card says, why settle for breadcrumbs when you deserve a whole meal? I feel like this person breadcrumbed you and they made you feel so less than, and but you always deserved better. And I feel like there's heartbreak. Maybe it's not even heartbreak about losing this person. Maybe you're grateful they're not here anymore, but maybe it's how they made you feel about yourself that is wanting to be healed. And my guides wanted me to share this quote by Joey Kidney. He said, sometimes you need to get over your ex. So let me tell you the best way to do that. Let the heartbreak break you. Feel it. Let it knock the wind out of you. Let it hurt in places that you've been avoiding, because pretending that you're fine doesn't speed up the healing. It just buries it a little deeper. The only way is just to go through it. So cry and grieve. Let what you thought it was go, and let it ruin the night if it has to, because the version of you that comes after breaking is the one that finally knows peace. So yeah, there's probably some pain here that you're trying to avoid feeling. And I understand that. I've done this a lot in my life as well. But I love what he says, like the person on the other side of that knows peace. And also the person on the other side of that is going to be able to open their heart again, because they're going to realize that they were dealing with someone who, an individual that was toxic, and that doesn't mean everybody's toxic. And I know it's really hard to not label everyone a specific way when you've been through something as painful as you have. But it's like, let people show you who they are before you assume, because you might miss a beautiful opportunity to connect with new people who do have loving and healing energy for you. Actually, I'm kind of skipping ahead in your reading. So what needs to be let go of and released is this ex. Actually, all the people who broke your trust, they need to be released. The back of this card says the quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from it than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. So and your ability to trust has everything to do with the people that you are removing from your life, the people who have broken this trust. My guides wanted me to share this quote too. It says, fuck the man who made you feel like you were hard to love because you refused to sit quiet and tolerate his bullshit. So maybe there was someone who really wanted to punish you because you stood up to them, or really broke your relationship because you stood up to them and decided to not take their bullshit anymore. And it's kind of like, in a relationship, you should be able to speak your mind. You should be able to have boundaries. You should be able to say when things are misaligned or when they're hurting you. But I feel like this person, like, you may have opened your heart and said, this is hurting me. This isn't okay. And they may have really... It's like, how dare you have a boundary with me? How dare you say anything to me that isn't worshiping my presence? I'm getting the energy from that. And make space. Say goodbye to this ex or whoever this was in your life, because they don't deserve space in it. And so the new energy that's wanting to come in and fill its space, you may already have this person in your life and you're struggling to trust them now because of pain of the past, or they're on their way into your life. So put the energy where it resonates. Time is fluid in tarot, but and in these readings, but my guides want me to know that as you release this toxic person who broke your trust, that the energy that's coming in to replace it is actually ease, and it's gentleness, and it is someone that you can trust. You do have someone new coming in that is totally different. And I feel like, though, because they're totally different, that may scare you even more. They're packaged differently, they talk differently, and it's like, what kind of alien are you? Because I only know people who play games with me and break my trust and my heart. But this person's showing up different, and I think it may throw you for a little bit of a loop. My guides wanted me to share this quote. I don't know who said this one, but he said, let that person like you. You know they bring you peace. You know they bring you joy. If every day y'all talk and laugh about something new or the same thing with more intensity, and it's like, let them like you. Come on. You think they're green flags or red flags because they came to you packaged differently. Let that person like you. You think because they got a sound mind and a settled heart that something's wrong with them. Let that person like you. And if y'all had a problem and easily solved it and they didn't spaz out or make you feel invalidated, let them like you. Stop thinking that everybody that comes in your life has some hidden agenda, especially if they're packaged differently. You don't want them to become a certain person and you're so scared to love on them, but you're easily becoming the person that you don't want them to become. Let them like you. So I feel like, yeah, there's a new energy coming in, and your guides are saying, really, don't let the pain of the past. It's almost like, yeah, if you're in an abusive relationship and you let that person control, well, I don't want to say it like that, because if you're with someone who's very abusive and controlling, it's not like you're sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to let you do this, right? But you're in this toxic situation, and then you break free, and if you stay small and hidden, and if you allow their words to echo in your mind and their abusive behavior to echo in your life, it's almost like they're still abusing you moving forward. It's like they're succeeding at, really blocking you from the life you deserve. And because I've personally been through this, I've been in too many toxic relationships and I'm healing now, but it's like it's time to no longer allow those words that echo and the pain that echoes in your life any more space. They're not allowed to abuse you anymore. They're not allowed to tear you down anymore. And they're not allowed to block your happiness anymore. And because you deserve it, you are an incredible person. I can feel that in this reading, and you deserve to be happy. And it seems like, yeah, there's someone coming in that knows this about you. The action that your guides want you to take is taking baby steps at a time. We have this rebel card coming out in reverse, and here's this girl standing in her power saying, I'm not taking any bullshit from you kind of energy, but it's coming out in reverse. And I feel like this is saying, allow this person to show you who they are. And you don't have to rush anything with this person. You don't have to oh yeah, I trust you with my life. I trust you with everything. All of a sudden, I don't think that's how this is going to go. But I do feel like these baby steps, one step at a time. Baby steps are still steps, and they are better than standing still. So, and on the other side of this, you can see the sun shining. I feel like, yeah, it's like, here comes the sun. After a long and cold and lonely winter, the ice is melting. Let the ice melt. Let the walls fall away. And give this person a chance to show you that they're different. The song that my guides want me to share is Take Your Time by Sam Hunt. And the lyrics go like this. I don't want to blow up your phone. I just want to blow your mind. I don't want to take your heart. I just want to take your time. So this person coming in, or the person that's in your life right now, just wants to, they just want a chance. They just want a chance with you, and they want the opportunity for you to see them for who they are, not who you assume them to be. And like I said, that may take baby steps. It might take time. It might, and on your part, I can see that it might take courage as well. But what you can do, what you can do to, oh wait, that's over here. Yeah. Now, your guides want you to know that it's time to feel lucky. This person's coming in, and this is your luck. This person is everything you need. A place where you can feel safe. And she's floating in water. It's a place where your feelings can be heard, and that you're safe. You're safe to feel what you feel. You're safe to say what you need. You're safe to do things on your own time and heal at your own pace. And the back of this card says, do you need more time to yourself to break free from thinking too much? A kind encounter with a friend, your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. And it's like, this is the opportunity to have a kind encounter with another human and experience this surrender and this sense of safety, like floating on the water. It's like, the straighter your body is and your back is, the easier you can float. And it takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of trust to do that when you're first learning. I was teaching my son how to do it the other day, because as soon as we curl into ourselves, we sink right away. And your guides are saying, open your heart and watch how you float this time. Watch how things are different this time, because you're safe in this energy. And it's a really beautiful experience to have that. And this new energy coming in is someone who allows that for you. So this is really special, and you should feel very lucky when they come. I'm very excited for you, actually. And what can you do to call in this healing work? Your guides are saying, stop avoiding people. They want me to share this quote. This is by Luke Duncan. I don't know how to say his name, but he says, I hide from people that I know in the supermarket so they don't try and talk to me. You won't even see me. I'm like fucking Where's Waldo? I'll pretend to be on the phone to get out of a conversation. It's not Love Island. I don't want to have a chat. I want to get my snack. Don't take it personally when you see me turn around and run the other way. It's my crippling fear of small talk. I just don't have time. I'm just a girl. I need to get back to my car. I'm flat out. If you see me in the supermarket, and then he gets interrupted and sees someone, and he says, oh, hey. And they respond, hey. And he says, oh, I can't talk. I miss my cat. Makes me nauseous. And he walks away. Your guides are saying, you might even meet this person at the supermarket, okay? So don't avoid people at the supermarket. Don't avoid people anywhere. Don't be Where's Waldo. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be heard. Don't let this person of the past make you curl into yourself so you sink. Allow yourself to be seen, and know that it's safe to do that. And you've learned so much from the past. I feel like you have learned. I heard this somewhere. They said, if you're trying to learn how to trust again, the most important person to trust is yourself. To learn how to trust yourself, because oftentimes we think, why did I get myself in that situation, or whatever. We beat ourselves up. But you have learned, and by the way, it's not your fault that you ended up in a toxic situation with someone. They most likely love bombed you and got you, trapped you in that. So there is no victim shaming here, but you on that journey, because I've experienced this too. You've learned so much. You've learned how to rely on your own energy. You've learned how to trust yourself. You've learned how to break free. Even when your hands were shaking out the door, you really discovered your power. And because you know how to trust you, you can overcome anything. And it's kind of like if you know, a future relationship ever is toxic, a toxic job, a toxic friend, whatever, you're going to know how to get out of that. You're going to know how to stand in your power. You're going to know everything you need to know to protect yourself. So you don't need to go around the world with this armor expecting that everyone you run into is going to be a demon in disguise. They're not as common as it seems. And the message from your guides is listen. This card says people start to heal the moment they feel heard. And I feel like this person that's coming into your life is going to make you feel seen, make you feel heard, let you know that you matter. And I feel like that's going to be really healing for you. The lyrics that my guides want me to share as their message to you in regards to this wound that is healing is Happy Days Are Here Again by Barbara Streisand. And they go like this. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. So the future is not going to be the same as the past. Happy days are here again. I hope this reading was helpful for you, dear heart, and we'll talk to you next time.